Okay, well, hello and welcome to the Business of Cake Making podcast. She's Bronya.
And she is Sammy. And this is episode
178. We're getting closer to the 180.
Just two off. Yes, hi, and how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. But more importantly, how are you?
I'm okay. So we come with a big apology, or I come with a big apology for being absent for a few weeks. But we've had an emergency. Should I call it an emergency? It's kind of an emergency in my family. Yeah. My brother had quite a serious accident. All I'm going to say is motorbike on the M4, and that probably should explain. And airlifted. He went up in a helicopter.
Oh, but luckily he probably can't remember any of this.
No, he doesn't remember the helicopter because he'd been knocked out on ketamine by then. All the things you want to remember, he can't.
No.
So yes, there's been quite a lot going on. It's been
quite traumatic.
And just a lot.
Yes.
And something I have learnt in amongst all this. And now I don't know if this is an age thing or whether I've always been like this, is that my brain literally does shut down when all this is going on.
Yeah.
So I went to write a blog post the other day. Couldn't do it. Sat there with my computer open. Like I am incapable of being creative at this point.
Yeah. Well, it's your body and your brain's way of coping, really, with a very stressful situation. Just shut down.
It kind of protects itself, doesn't it? So, I have learnt that about myself, that whereas once I possibly would have just powered through and gone, I'm fine, and just got on with it, I don't anymore. I just shut down and go, I can't.
Totally understand that. I think I'm pretty much the same. Just shut down.
I think maybe it is an age thing. Maybe you just realise that actually there's no point in pushing through. There's no, you're not going to, for what benefit is it?
Yeah.
You know? And the other thing is that he's obviously had quite a life-changing accident. And he was on his way to work. And it's like, well, if you hadn't been going to work, did you really need that job? Did you need to be doing this? So there's lots of conversations going back and forwards, like, when he eventually comes out of hospital, should this be the path that you just go straight back onto? Yeah. Because he's 57. He was 57 this week. So it's like, is this what you want out of your life?
Yeah. Life
is too short.
It is. And it goes so good. Life is long, but it goes very quickly.
Yeah, it really does.
I say.
So, yes. But we will come to a bit of this because we are talking about boundaries today. Yeah. And I think this in particular has really set me up for going, you know what? I'm not doing things I don't want to do, and I'm going to set boundaries against them.
Yeah. Well, my top tip today is to also do with this.
So it is actually important. I think, but anyway, I have other news before we get to that. Yeah. I do have other news. Right. I'd like to talk about my blueberry jam.
Oh, blueberry jam! Oh my gosh! Bronya sent me a picture of it, and it looked delicious.
Did you see the colour? Yeah. It was like glowing on the spoon.
Yeah, it was beautiful. So
I decided to make a lemon and blueberry cake. So I was going to make a lemon cake with a blueberry, buttercream and jam. And I bought some blueberry jam from, I think, Lidl or Asda or something.
Oh, it's not as nice, is it?
Yeah, and I thought, I've got a bag of frozen blueberries in my freezer. Yeah. I'm going to make jam. Yeah. Oh my God, it was so easy. It was just, why do we not do things like this more often?
Yeah. I know.
So it's 400 grams of blueberries, 300 grams of sugar, couple of teaspoons of lemon juice, bubbled away for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Bob's your uncle.
So good.
Blueberries.
Fanny's your aunt. And it's so tasty. It's so good.
Yeah. So especially with lemon. Lemon and blueberry is just delectable.
So the reason I was doing it is because it's my birthday next week. And so on the Baker's Bulletin, I thought I'm going to make myself a birthday cake. Yeah. And publish recipes. So I was like, what flavours do I like? What flavours do I like to do? So I've made lemon cake and blueberry buttercream and blueberry jam. And because it was my birthday cake, I thought I'll be a bit extra and make the blueberry jam. No going back. No going back.
No.
And I think it was probably cheaper than buying a jar of blueberry jam.
Yeah, probably. But it's nicer. I made my own chutney the other day for the waffle.
Chutney, that's a bit more in depth.
Yeah, I made for my waffle box. I couldn't find
Yeah.
a chutney that I liked. I wanted chili chutney, and
Right.
I couldn't find one I liked. They all looked meh. They looked mega processed, and I wanted something that was a
Yeah.
bit. So I made it. I didn't taste it, but it was good. It is good. I've had.
Why did you not taste
Because
it?
I was in a hurry. It was the day before my first waffle box massive event. I was just like, bish, bash, bosh, put it in a jar, away you go. But I keep bringing it home with me. It's living in the waffle box, but I keep bringing it home. I should have a little jar of it here and having it with my lunch. It is so
So
good.
what is it? So, like, is it an apple chutney with chili in it, or is it?
Yeah, there were apples
Oniony
in it.
flavour?
There were chili, onions. It was really easy. Brown sugar, vinegar and shizzle like that. Chilies, obviously, but it's not like got a kick because I don't like super spicy, so
Yeah.
it doesn't kick you in the face and make you go, fudge, this is
Yeah.
hot. It just
Oh, well done.
good save, good save. Yeah, it's warm. Is how
It's
I
nice.
describe it.
Because when
It's
you're
nice.
having it, so what do you serve it with? What do you put with it?
I do it with my ava egg waffle.
Oh.
So it's avocado.
So that's avocado's quite creamy, quite
Yeah.
calming anyway, isn't it?
Yeah,
So that's quite
and
nice.
it has avocado with a poached egg and some everything but the bagel seasoning, some chili chutney, and it's delicious. Everyone keeps going to me, poached eggs? You're doing poached eggs? That's a faff. I don't hate fried eggs. I just don't like them. And I'm like, well, I'm going for the healthier option. If you want something a bit healthy, have a poached
And
egg.
poached isn't, if you've got your water boiling,
Yeah.
it's not that hard, is it?
No. So, no.
Water's bubbling anyway.
Yeah.
So I love a poached egg.
Yeah. I'm going to write that on my list. Oh my God, I lost my list. I did an Easter egg hunt with a little girl I look after, and I wrote my list on the back of the Easter egg hunt, as you do.
As you do,
As you
obviously.
do. And when we went into the last shop to get the prize for doing the Easter egg hunt that Southampton City Council organised, it was very good, I had to hand over this piece of paper with all our answers on. And I didn't even think, I just hand it over. And I've got home and gone, oh no, that was my
That was your list.
So I'm going to add that because I wanted to look up poached egg thingies. I don't know what you call them, so that if people are helping me do poached eggs, I know I can knock out poached eggs.
Yeah.
But other people just completely panic about poached eggs.
Do you have a microwave in your waffle pan?
No, a microwave.
A microwave. Yeah, because we've got
can't
like an egg poacher thing for the microwave, and you put a little bit of boiling water in it, and then you put the egg in, and then you put it in the microwave.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I haven't got enough room really.
And also, do you want that draw from your electricity as well? That's quite a big.
Yeah, because it's quite a high power
Yeah.
thing. I don't think I'd have much need for it. My next thing I need to purchase is a coffee machine, and today I've been looking at double waffle makers.
Your life, how it's changed.
I know.
How your life has
I know.
changed.
And signage. After we finished here, I'm not doing anything else apart from signs. I'm going on Canva,
And doing signs.
which I hate, and doing signs.
Do it. I was also going to give a quick update because I kind of left this hanging in the air for quite a while on the trademark of the cake shed.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God, yes.
So remember a little while ago, someone was going to trademark the term the cake shed. They already have it trademarked, but they have it trademarked in terms of product. So if you put a label, if you label your product, the cake shed, then they can say, no, you can't do that because it's trademarked. But what they hadn't done, they got it wrong. They kind of screwed up a little bit. They hadn't trademarked the act of owning a bakery, like a retail space or a cafe or a coffee shop. So like a coffee shop called the Cake Shed, that kind of thing. So they applied for that particular trademark, and you have 3 months sorry, excuse me, you have 3 months to oppose it. But to oppose it was going to be £200, right? Which I was going to do. I was right in there and I was going to do it because I've got the Cake Shed and I've got a community on Facebook, Facebook, the Cake Shed community, which is now at 3,500 members.
That's phenomenal.
So a lot of them are calling theirs the Cake Shed. So I was going to go all in and propose,
Dispute it.
But I decided right at the last minute, it was coming to the last few days, and I'm like, no, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to. So why should I spend my money opposing it? I will wait for it to be approved, and then I will make them spend their money defending it. Does that make sense? So every time they...
Oh, yeah.
So every time they had... So they went to someone... or if they came at me, I would say, no, you've got to go through the courts, you've got to do this properly. I won't put up, because they were sending Facebook messages saying, stop using the name.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
So I said, I thought, I'll make them use their money to defend it. The day came, 6th of March, which was like the last day for their 3 months, and I went online and they'd withdrawn it.
Really?
I'm so pleased I didn't spend my £200 because I would have spent that £200 for no reason then. But they have withdrawn it. So I don't know whether someone
I wonder
said
if
to
they
them.
listen to the podcast.
Well, the thing is that they were in my Cake Shed community Facebook group, and I left them in there. It's like I left them in there. I didn't block them. I left them in there. But when
Are they still in there?
No, so when they withdrew the application, I then blocked them out of the group.
Yeah.
And I explained to the community that I've recently blocked some people out of the group because we are a community. I want to be seen as a community of people that help one another. Yeah. And if you've got 1 or 2 members that are going at one another or going at other members for legal reasons, that's not a community. Yeah. That's not how I see a community. So it's all fizzled out. It's all a bit of an anticlimax.
That's such good news. I like that. No, that's not an anticlimax. You've achieved something.
So it's all fizzled out, and I can only assume that maybe someone said to them, "You're not going to get it." Maybe, but So it's not an issue anymore at the moment.
Hooray.
Maybe someone else will come along and try and trademark it. I don't know. We'll wait for that to happen.
Yeah. So
is that your bins?
Yeah.
Is that your bottle bins?
It's bottom day.
Oh, it's our bin day today as well. I've got all the windows shut.
Oh, sorry. It's like a volcano. Oh, we're above 10 degrees now. So
it's hot in your place, isn't it?
Yeah, the flat is at 21.
Yeah, it's hot in yours. I see my kitchen's at the back of the house and we're south facing, and I'm okay until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I get a bit warm. So I have to do everything before 1 o'clock because it's just cooler in here.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you have anything else before we get on to boundaries?
Do you know what? When I was writing out my notes and everything, I was thinking, well, normally I have something to say, and I've written things down throughout the month, but I've hardly been on social media or anything really this month. I've just kind of
been busy.
Not been looking at stuff. So I'm going to say no. I've done lots of reading. I've listened to Jack White's new album on YouTube. That is banging. I've listened to Rosalia this month. I'm really enjoying her. She's so good. You should listen to her. Jack White.
You have.
I watched the best TV programme series. It's quite old. I keep calling it Newfoundland, but it's not called Newfoundland. It's called Fortitude. And
Fortitude, yes. Have you not seen it before?
No. It's very good. Really enjoyed it. And there's
mystery in the Arctic, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because I went to Norway with my
so
new
you can relate.
fella.
Totally relatable.
Yeah, it was very good. So
yeah, Fortitude's good. Yeah. Have you watched The Manosphere yet?
No,
I haven't watched The Manosphere. Have you heard about The Manosphere? You must have heard.
No.
You're looking a bit
on my list.
Louis Theroux is on Netflix.
Oh, I haven't got Netflix anymore.
Oh, okay. So Louis Theroux did a documentary called The Manosphere, and he's gone into. He never got Andrew Tate, but it's that kind of vibe. And everything I've seen from it, because obviously all these blokes think they're all a bit think they're really sexy, think they're really cool, and every time I see a post from it, all the comments are like, the only man that's sexy on that thing is Louis Theroux himself.
I did actually listen to one of his podcasts the other day, but I put it on to go to sleep, so I only listened to about 3 seconds of it before I fell asleep. So
I started listening to his podcast in lockdown, because he started a podcast in lockdown, and that's when I discovered podcasts, was his podcast in lockdown. But I was also listening to one with him and Ramesh Ranganathan yesterday.
Yes, I've been listening to the
Ramesh show. Yeah. And he had Louis Theroux, and I started listening to that pod, and it's really good. So but I haven't watched The Manosphere yet. I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah.
Right. Boundaries. Then we're going to talk about boundaries.
Yes, because boundaries are very important.
They're very, very
as we
important.
both know.
Yes.
When we both started off in business, or when I came and worked in your shop,
we would do everything. Everything. There were no boundaries.
There was no little picket fences up.
No. So boundaries are invisible fences that protect you in your business. So they're things that you put in place to protect you, to separate. I think it kind of separates you from your business as well, isn't it? So that's my business.
Yeah.
This is me. If I do that, then I'm going to be in danger of harming myself in whatever way. Stops you being burnt out.
Yeah.
Just protects you, and protects you from your customers sometimes.
Yeah, and it stops you doing things you don't want to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to have an example here.
Go on.
Because I get asked this a lot. Do you do diabetic cakes?
No.
So when I first started out in business, I would always say, yes, I do.
And we did try sugar-free cupcakes. Oh, God, they were horrible.
You're going to have a cake. Don't have a diabetic cake, or go to a shop and buy one. But I do not do diabetic cakes.
Yeah. So that's boundaries, ways to say no. So I did a bit of research yesterday, and what it said to me was that there are 4 types of boundaries. There is time, so boundaries within your time, boundaries within your communication, boundaries within the scope of work that you do, so no diabetic cupcakes, and financial boundaries.
Yeah.
And you put boundaries in all those things, and they will protect you within your business.
Yeah. That's very true. Well, we're all done now.
Yeah, we're done. All right, see ya.
Okay, so let's talk about time, I think.
Let's talk about our boundaries, what boundaries we have set in our business, and where we've gone wrong in the past.
Okay.
Go on then.
Okay, so as you know, our first guest this year was B, the life mindset coach.
Your life coach?
Yeah, my life coach. I'm seeing her this evening, actually, 5 o'clock. So my working hours can kind of be all over the place.
Yeah.
Because I'm disorganised. I don't set my boundaries to myself.
Right.
And last month we spoke about this, and she said every day this month you're only allowed to work from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m.
Right.
Okay. I've set an alarm in my phone, and I would like to say that 86% of my time I have stuck to that.
Okay.
That's
good. 86%. Yeah. That's high.
That for me, yes, because I'm notorious for working till 2 o'clock in the morning. Though I have got better over the years, or doing an all-nighter, just working on these cakes. It has made me more, what's the word I'm looking for? Proficient? Is that right? Productive, consistent. I'm watching the clock. I'm going, before 9 o'clock, I'm not looking at social media. Well, I don't really look at social media.
Yeah.
So I'm not going on my phone. I'm getting up. I'm not thinking, oh my God, I've got to start work.
Yeah.
I know I'm starting work at 9 o'clock. I go off. I'm walking my dogs. I'm doing a bit of reading. I'm writing in my journal. I'm putting the washing on and not doing it during my working hours. And hanging my washing out and folding, doing all the stuff. 9 o'clock comes, my alarm goes off. I am ready to go.
Excellent.
9 o'clock.
Perfect. See, I'm slightly different because for me, obviously Jules doesn't work. So Jules took early retirement.
Yeah.
So part of the reason for me to be doing what I do is so I can spend time with him as well.
Yeah.
But for me, I have my business to have flexibility, but I still. So that means that sometimes if I'm like, right, we're going to take 3 hours at lunchtime. We're going to walk over to the, wherever, sit and have a cup of coffee, walk back again. That gives me time. But I will only do that if I know I've got a couple of hours to spare into the evening, that sort of thing. But I will never work past 9 o'clock, ever. And I'll only work up to 9 o'clock if I've had a few hours off in the day.
Yeah.
Things that are absolute no's that I will never ever do. I will never work on a Monday morning. Monday morning is absolutely sacred, and it has been since I owned the shop, because we never used to open the shop on a Monday.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's one thing that we do. We go out for breakfast. We go out with the dogs for breakfast every single Monday morning. It's really nice because everyone else has gone back to work, and then it's really quiet and there's no one around. So Monday mornings are my absolute I will not work. And I also try not to work before 10 a.m. Because I'm a bit bougie like that. But we tend to sit and have breakfast together, and we've never done that in our lives. So we sit and have breakfast together. And so I very rarely work before 10. And
So
go on.
I am trying to instigate that Mondays is my day for not taking cakes on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
But
Mondays,
since
who wants
I've
a bloody cake on a Monday?
Yeah. But since I've said this, because B was like, we'll have Monday as your day where you do your social media and you do your paperwork and catching up and everything. But since I've said that, I had orders already booked in on Mondays, because I had Monday
You had a wedding cake.
Yeah. I mean, who gets married on a Monday? Anyway. And I've had 2 customers who are big corporate client customers
On a Monday.
phone and say, can we have cakes for Mondays? Which normally I'd say no, but because they're a consistent big order, I was like, oh, wow, I'll do it.
So there's boundaries, but there are
do the same.
There are certain boundaries that sometimes you just, when you
Gotta
can
be
push those
flexible.
boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, weekends, I very rarely work weekends. Very, very rarely. It's only if, I worked it was actually Valentine's Day when the bakery phoned up in a right panic because he's sold out of all these Valentine's cakes.
Yeah.
Other than that, I very rarely, I'll put things in the cake shed, I'll bake off my cinnamon buns, fill the shed up, empty the shed, and that's it. That's all I will do at the weekend. And I really try hard. And that's since spending an entire cake career delivering wedding cakes and birthday cakes on Saturdays. I'm like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to be doing this. And we always go for a really nice walk on a Sunday with the dogs, that sort of thing. So I try to keep that clear as well.
So my weekends now are becoming slightly different.
Yeah, because you've got a regular thing going now, haven't you?
I've got a regular slot at the car boot sale. But also there are events coming up which are weekends, which is why I need to be strong on my Mondays.
Yeah.
Is because I need to...
Otherwise you'll be doing a 7-day week.
Yeah. So, because I don't work Tuesdays on my cake and waffle business because I have my cleaning job.
Yeah,
and
my other commitments. Other commitments.
And I look after a little girl. So I've got it on my Google that Tuesdays I don't work, I'm not open, but I'm having to reshuffle how my work week goes.
But it's also retraining yourself. Just because you feel that you've got Monday free, you've got to train yourself that you do not have Monday free. That is it's a non, they have to start
It's
to become
non-negotiable.
non-negotiable in your head. And it can't be if it's not non-negotiable in your head, you're never going to relay that to your customers.
No.
So you're rewiring your own brain in this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I did make a note somewhere, but I can't find it. Be consistent, be concise, and be clear. Not just for you, but for your customers.
Yeah. I mean, that is another thing, is that your communication with you. So that's the next one that we've got, is communication. Communicating to your customers. Let's be really clear about this. Your customers, and we all do it. We will push people's boundaries. I do it. I remembered the other day. You get to a certain age where if you don't do something when you think of it, it never gets done, does it? So you've got to talk about that now. And I needed a prescription. So I had to go straight on and do the prescription and think about it then. But that was for me to go, right, I now got that out of my brain and onto the NHS app, and I'm fine. Whereas I know that if I was going to a small business, I wouldn't expect them to come back at me with a reply. But if you do come back at them with a reply, they're going to go,
How do you word it? How do you word it though?
Well, the thing is that I know so many cake makers, and I used to do it myself. You'd get an inquiry at 9 o'clock at night, and you go, if I don't reply to this now, someone else is going to reply to it, and I'm going to lose that business.
But I think now, well, if they go somewhere else, fuck it.
Oh God!
Sorry. Fudge it. Oh, fudge it. Cut it out. So,
but I mean, that's the thing, is that if you don't reply to them straight away, it's not that you're being rude. They'll just know, oh, she only works during the day.
Yeah.
And if they start getting shitty about it, if they start going, well, you're not replying, go, no, it's 11 o'clock at night, I'm not replying to you.
Yeah. Well, I try not to answer, because sometimes I'm out. I've had a drink, and you don't want to be texting someone when you've had a
drunk
pint.
Texting your clients. Wow, whatever, mate.
So I try to say sorry, especially sometimes clients that I've had, my regulars, they say things like last week she was saying, I said, I'm fully booked, I'm really sorry, I can't do your cake. She said, oh, but you've made all of my children's cakes. I was like, well, you should have booked earlier then if you
knew it was coming.
Yeah. But I say, I'm out of the kitchen now, and I will contact you at 9 o'clock in the morning, or whenever is convenient. Or just don't answer the phone, because sometimes they ring up as well.
But it's putting the expectation out. It's managing people's expectations. And if you start replying at 9 o'clock at night, you're managing the expectation that you can be contacted at 9 o'clock at night.
That's right.
So
just don't do it.
Don't do it.
And another thing as well is, so we've got so many places that you can be contacted on. You can be contacted on email, WhatsApp, your DMs, that sort of thing. So I've got a little message that pops up, but they never read it, that says, hi, I'm not in the kitchen at the moment, send me an email, and I'll get back to you then.
I will put something on a DM to someone, and it will pop up, and I'll go, oh, it's an automatic reply. I don't read it.
Don't read it.
But then I'm not inquiring about cakes. I'm just usually having a chat. I'm not expecting to. If I was going to order a cake from someone, then I probably would pay attention to it.
Or my DM, one of mine says, please, because they'll go, can you do me a cake? It's like, you've given me nothing. And my DM back to them will say, give me the date, the details, how many people, blah, 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 blah. They still never read it. So,
Something that I was taught to, when replying, to try and get information off of people, ask them one question at a time. Because if you give them 4 questions, they will never reply to all 4 questions. So say, when is it for? Get the reply. How many people? Get the reply.
Shame the AI. We can't get AI and the automatic response to do that for you.
to do that. Yeah. But I try to push all my main correspondence to WhatsApp or email. I'll chat in DMs. I'll happily chat in DMs. I love a good chat in DMs, but I won't do business in DMs because they get
funny
lost.
how we only talk on DMs, don't we?
we only
never
chat
talk
on
WhatsApp.
Messenger. Yeah.
Messenger.
And the funny thing is, it's like, for example, so in my family, I will speak to my niece on WhatsApp, but Jules will only ever speak to her on Messenger.
Yeah.
It's just how the conversation started.
Yeah.
And that's how it's always been, I guess. I don't know. But I won't do business in DMs because DMs slip right down.
Yeah.
You know, they...
And for some unknown reason, I don't know why, my business Facebook messages disappear.
Yeah, they get hidden.
Yeah. And then I get an irate customer sending me a text. I'm like, well, you know, it says on there, email.
Yeah. And also because it's if it's someone that's never DM'd you before, it comes into a different part. So any business I try to direct through emails or WhatsApp. I don't have a lot of business that I direct like that, to be honest, because I don't make custom cakes in the same way anymore. But even when I did, I wouldn't do business over DMs. I'll chat. I love a good chat and a good, you know, a good chin wag over DMs, but not anything else. Yeah. Right. Scope of work. I think this is a big one.
What do you mean by scope of work? Let's dig
Scope
deep.
of work. What sort of work are you willing to do?
All right.
So what are your limits?
Yeah.
What you'll do in your work?
Yeah. Well, we're both very experienced in saying yes to everything.
Can you remember the pecan pie? Can you make a pecan pie? Yeah, we can make a pecan pie.
I can make a pecan pie now. I made one the other day and oh my God, it was amazing. I had to give most of it away because I was just like, wow. But yeah, pecan pie.
But yeah, we made a pecan
Mickey Mouse biscuits.
Mickey Mouse. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It'd be great. It'd be fantastic. Cake pops.
Oh yeah.
They kept falling off the sticks. You kept hearing thud.
Yeah.
Thud.
Yeah. So when a customer phones you up and says, hey, can you make me something that you've never made before? Before saying yes, you need to ask all the questions and then go, I'm just going to go away and work it all out.
Yeah.
Because 1, do you want to do it? 2, is it profitable? 3, I can't think of it.
Are you capable? Are you capable?
Yeah.
Do you feel you're capable of doing it?
Yeah. And in your belly, do you know that you don't want to do it?
Yeah.
I'm getting better at knowing my belly. For like, you don't want to do that, just say no.
Yeah.
And I just say, because I get lots of silly customers going, you can tell they're going to be difficult if they go, oh, well, I want less sugar in it. I don't want it to be as sweet. So I just say I'm fully booked if I don't want to do it.
Yeah. It's learning to say no it's so important. It's so important. And I know when we had the shop, and I would say yes to everything. That was to pay bills, right? Let's not beat around the bush. It was an expensive business. Having a shop was an expensive business. So I used to say yes to everything. And there would be weekends that I would have said yes to more had you not told me to say no.
Yeah.
And I do remember saying to customers, if I say yes to this, I'm going to get beaten up by my staff.
Yeah. But there's also, when you say yes to something that you don't necessarily want to do, you've never done before, okay, you're not actually going to make any money on that because you have to allow for the mistakes.
Yeah.
For when it goes wrong, because you've never done it before, you've never made it before, and you're then having a meltdown. So you've got your time, you've got your baking materials that you're going, oh, I've got to throw this away because it's absolute plop. And
good word. I wondered where you were going to go with that. That was an excellent word.
So you really have to weigh those things up.
Yeah.
And be consistent with your
I think,
wanna
I
do
mean,
this.
I know, for example, there have been cakes that I have taken on. My very first carved cake was an animal coming out of a drum, right? Muppets animal coming out of a drum, right? We've got history on this. Sammy's giggling because there was a later animal coming out of a drum, but this was my first attempt at it.
Yeah.
And I remember taking the order and thinking, I really, really want to make this. I really want to make this.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to make any money on it because I knew it was going to take me longer to work out what I was doing, because I made it with Rice Krispie treats and all sorts of stuff. So I knew that I wasn't going to be making any money. But in my head, I'm like, I really want to do this, and I will forego the profit that I will make on this in order to do this, to prove to myself I can. Then later on, there's been other cakes when I've thought, I really don't want to do that, so I won't do it. So that's the difference, is that, and I think there was a Gruffalo cake that you made that you said you knew you weren't making any money on.
I just thought about that. I made it for 80 quid.
Yeah, but you really wanted to make it, because then and it was also a case of then I could put it on my portfolio. So it served me in other ways within my business. So I could use it as an example of what I've done, what I could do. I knew I was able to make it, but I knew it was going to take me longer than it would do like the second time. So if it's something that you know is possibly not going to make you any money, but you desperately want to make it, that's different. Make it serve you in your business for a different reason.
Yeah, because that cake ultimately could make you money in the long run, because people see it and go, oh, hey.
It's like making a dummy cake, isn't it? But getting paid, or getting your costs covered. You know, so we all make dummy cakes for advertising, for promotion, for our portfolios. And we don't get paid for any of that because it's for a promotional period. But sometimes there's a cake that you might want to make, and you know it's going to take you longer, and you're not going to make any profit from it, but you will have your costs covered. Yeah. But only do it if you really want to make that cake.
Yeah.
Should we just talk about animal, because we've kind of left people hanging there. So I made this animal cake, and I made that. God, that must be about 12 years. No, probably about 15 years ago. 15 years ago, and it was an 8-inch cake, which was a drum, like as in a bang 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 drum, and it had the Muppets animal coming out of the top of it, like busting out the top of it. And then when we had the shop, someone came in and asked for a similar cake, but they wanted the animal as a fondant topper. Yeah. And Sammy and I had a photo shoot that day, so we left people in the shop, other very capable members of staff in the shop, to make animal, didn't we?
Yeah.
And when we came back, that wasn't animal that was made.
It wasn't. Yeah.
So Sammy and I,
great. Had to stay and correct.
So we did a day's photo shoot.
It was, that animal was having a difficult day, and we had to make its day great again.
Yeah.
On the anniversary, I think at least once a year, we send each other
send
the
a picture
before
of
and
it
after
to each
pic.
other.
Are you back?
I'm
I
back.
Disappeared then.
Yeah, you did.
I disappeared, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, so at least we've got a side-by-side comparison of the two animals, and at least once a year on the anniversary, it pops up on our feed, and it's like, there it is.
Memories in the corner of my eye.
So what other things will you absolutely not make? Because I will absolutely not make wedding cakes. No, not making wedding cakes ever. No, except for a family. I did a family wedding cake last year. Other than that, we'll not make wedding cakes.
Diabetic cakes is a definite no.
Yeah.
Cookies, I don't.
What,
my cookies are yummy. Decorative cookies, I'll pass them on. Macarons, I won't make.
Yeah.
I'll pass them on to my friend Sally.
See, I will make very, very few custom cakes at all. I won't make birthday cakes. I won't make anniversary. So as a cake business, I don't make cakes.
I won't make a cake if the design is to, like, do you know when the customer comes to you and they go, it's normally a man, bless
Right.
them, they want to make their partner or their wife, whatever, this amazing cake, and they want to incorporate everything that this person loves.
Yeah.
And
And you
those
get a
cakes are really,
list.
yeah. Well, she likes love hearts, and she likes ballet, and she likes collecting jugs,
And she likes walking her dogs.
yeah, and she likes music. And I want all 4 of her dogs. I want ballet shoes. I want her love hearts. And I want paintbrushes. And I want bananas and crimson jars of jam and blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
all of these things are lovely. And they are what that person loves. But incorporating them into a cake design that doesn't look like a knick-knack shop.
Yeah, it's like a jumble sale on a
It's
cake.
really, and it takes a lot of time to make all of
Yeah.
these individual components. Some people can put that together, but those are the cakes that I'll say no.
Yeah.
Or if it's a design that I really hate,
Yeah. Yeah. I
just know that I'm not going to. Because if you hate a cake, I think my hatred of the cake, hate's a strong word, but dislike,
Yeah.
it comes out of my cake. I mean,
Yeah.
my fingers won't go blah, blah, and make something beautiful.
Yeah.
It comes out as, I hate this cake.
Some of the last cakes that I made, there was a lady locally who wanted me to, she just latched onto me as her cake maker, and every single cake she asked me to make, I really disliked it. And there was a lot of printed images, a lot of photographs, and all that sort of thing. And I think she put the nail in the coffin into my custom cake business, because I found it so stressful. And this is why I don't make wedding cakes and I don't make birthday cakes. I find it really stressful. I find the whole thing from start to finish, getting that first email, having the whole admin and the whole email correspondence going backwards and forwards, then sending an invoice. I'm really, really, really shit at sending invoices. Like, really shit at sending. Like, getting the money in, I'm just shocking at it. I even do it now.
Use Bake Genie.
Well, even now, I have 2 wholesale customers. To invoice them is such a chore. I do 2 invoices a month. Oh, I have to drag myself to do those, right? So the whole admin side of it used to just fill me with fear.
Yeah.
And then I would make the cake. I would love making the cake. I'd get it all done. I'd really enjoy myself. And then it'd have to be collected, or I'd have to deliver it. And I'd be like, they're going to hate it. They're going to hate it.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Did they like
every
it?
time.
Did they not? And or the delivery of the Wednesday. I wouldn't sleep ever delivering wedding cakes the night before.
Because mine goes over to the next day as well now. My cake anxiety is, I think I'm waiting for the call, or
Yeah.
you know.
Or an email. I mean, as soon as I've got if I got like if you feel like an email would come in from the client from the day before, you'd go, they hated it, it fell over, and it'd be like, thanks, it was wonderful, it's lovely.
Yeah,
But in my head,
yeah.
it was always going to be, what a nightmare your cake was.
Yeah.
So that is, I couldn't cope with
Listen
stress.
to us, we're talking about boundaries, but we're going down like the route of, oh, look at all the anxiety we get.
Just take me through therapy now.
Yeah.
But that's why I set the boundary.
But you have to do it. Set your boundaries for what you like.
Yeah, so that was me protecting myself, that I couldn't deal with the stress of making cakes. After 15, actually it's probably about 14 years, I would have thought it should have got easier, but no, it just got worse and worse. So yeah. Anyway.
So I've written down here, so you're responsible for setting your boundaries, which people find hard to do. But if you say it loud and clear and be proud of setting them and stick to them, because my friend from Sally, from Bake by Sally, she sets boundaries, and she's really good, and I always admire her strength of character for being able to do this. So I was thinking about this. So you have your boundaries and you don't stick to them. Why is that? Is it because they're not written down in front of you regularly, that you can go, oh, I work 9 till 6. I don't do diabetic cakes. I don't be easily persuaded by a customer who says, oh, but my cake maker has let me down. No, what they're actually saying is they haven't sorted out a cake.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is what it means, you know.
Yeah, we all
And
know. We all know the reading between the lines. We know all that. Don't try and con us, people.
yeah, I actually had a lady phone me up yesterday saying, "Hi, I know." No, it's actually on Monday, the bank holiday. And I've really respected this customer because she was honest. She said, "My cake maker's nana has fallen ill." And I thought, people just don't say that. It's like so nice. And she said she needed the cake for the next day, but obviously I couldn't do it. But small steps will lead to big changes that will ultimately help you in your business, which is what basically, that I've already said this: be consistent, be concise, and be clear.
Yeah, just shout it loud. And another thing that I was thinking about, like terms and conditions, right? So we always talk about having terms and conditions. I have certain terms and conditions, even in my shed, even in the cake shed. I've got a thing up that says no returns. Someone took cakes away and brought them back. No returns. Please always pay in current legal tender. Giving me an old fiver.
And euros.
So there are terms and conditions. And if you're a custom cake maker and you have to, you should have terms and conditions for your business. They're not things to be hidden.
Update them regularly as well.
But make sure people are reading them. Don't hide them. Don't kind of go, oh, here's my terms and conditions. Say, when you're paying, send that with an invoice, please make sure you read my terms and conditions before going ahead, because you don't want them coming back going, oh, well, you didn't mention the terms. Is that the small print? You want it loud and proud. Your terms and conditions are your biggest boundaries, and you want them reading it. They're not to be hidden.
I know I'm singing Bake Genie's praises, but because it's the new Bake Diary. But when you do a Bake Genie invoice, they have to tick the terms and conditions to accept them.
Yeah. And I mean, it then is their fault that they haven't read them, but you're highlighting the fact that you have them. You got these terms and conditions. It's their responsibility to check them or not. When it comes to payment, what are your boundaries on payment? I probably can guess what your boundaries on payment are, but what are your boundaries on payment?
So obviously with the waffle box, they have to pay before I even put the waffle mix in the waffle mixer. So that's my payment. But with cakes, I raise my invoice, I send them their invoice with an email attached that says, please, here is your invoice attached, telling you how to pay your deposit, and then your final balance is due before collection of your cake. Because I had people drive off last year and that didn't pay for their cake. And then just didn't. It was like £150 cake. I didn't get any money for it. So
and quite often they're friends of friends, these people. They kind of think you know them, and
So Bake Genie sends me, lets me know if they've paid, because I can take straight payments. But I will send, if they don't pay, I'll send them a reminder. I can't get my words out. Saying, hi, just want to check you got your email. You haven't paid your deposit. And they'll either reply back saying, oh, sorry, I forgot, or I haven't got any money till payday. And I am quite, laid back on that, because, people are strapped for cash.
Yeah.
But if that date comes and goes and they still haven't paid, I'll give them a, hey, if you don't pay, I'm cancelling the order, because I've got someone else who'll take that space. And then if I don't hear from them again, I just cancel it.
The thing is, it's really easy to think, I'll just make the cake. They'll turn up, I'll just make the cake. But the thing is that actually the actual act of making the cake, every time you do something, you've got to think of what the opportunity of something, the opportunity cost. My husband goes on about opportunity cost all the time. So while you're doing that one thing, what are you losing the opportunity of to do something else? So if you're making a cake for someone that doesn't pay, what could you have been doing that was more productive? And that might not be doing... Yeah. Could be relaxing and watching EastEnders. But that's the thing, is what, you could have been doing
Or
something
you're missing
like,
out on another customer who's come in with a massive cake
you could
order.
either be missing out on another customer, you could be missing out on the opportunity to do some marketing, the opportunity to reorganise your kitchen cupboards to make it easier to work with you.
Yeah. Or even to just do your paper, to do your emails.
Yeah, just to get something else
you're
done.
then working on something else. So yeah.
So
I'm actually quite strict on that, on my deposits and email and final balances.
I don't think I've ever had anyone that hasn't paid, but I have had to really chase. I can remember the person that time that they ordered something from America and I went and delivered it. And I went miles to deliver it. And then the person in America didn't pay. And I went, well, that's fine. I'll just go round to that person's house. And I was never going to go there. It was like 200 miles away. Well, probably not that far. And I went, I'll just go round to that person's house and get the money off of them. And all of a sudden they paid. They thought because they're in the States, I was just going to drop it.
You get away with it. Yeah.
Something that I do. So I do a couple of wholesale customers, which I don't always get payment up front with wholesale. No. And that's absolutely fine. But I do have a rigid 7-day payment policy on that. So I would invoice them once a month and I expect them to pay. My bigger wholesale customer recently went over to someone else paying his bills. And I kept messaging going, I sent you an invoice, haven't heard back. And then I would go into delivery, and he'd be like, oh yeah, I've asked such and such. And in the end, I went in and went, I don't want to be the arsehole, but you haven't paid. And if you don't pay, I won't deliver next week. And then they paid.
I do find corporate to be a little bit different, but I used to be quite laid back about it all, but now I actually say, no, you have to pay before delivery.
Right.
And I quite often just get my payment up front now.
Yeah. So,
and they'll pay in full.
Because all you have to do is you have to just know that you've got to do a pro forma invoice rather than an invoice. Wholesale, I always do it, say monthly, because if I did it every time I delivered, I'd be invoicing. And you know my hatred of invoicing now. So I try and invoice as little as possible. Another thing that I just want to talk about was good causes, boundaries with good causes, charitable donations. So I have set 2 very strong boundaries with charitable donations because we all get them. Would you donate?
We're doing a photo shoot.
Yeah. Would you
we're massive. We have 50,000 followers.
Yeah.
You'll get loads of cakes from doing us a free cake.
That's right. So my 2 boundaries with it. Firstly, if someone wants a custom cake. So I did one fairly recently for the church that I work at. They have something called Warm Wednesday. So it's like a warm space in the winter. And they wanted a thank you cake for their volunteers. I've said, yes, of course, I'm happy to do that. But I charge them for ingredients. So I give them my time for free, but I won't be out of pocket for it. So I charge them for all the ingredients and the component parts, and then they get my time. So I'll do that. And they pay that invoice within 7 days. Quite frankly, it's a church. If they didn't pay within 7 days, if they upset me, I'd be a bit surprised. But my other thing is, so locally, where we live, it's like a little village within Epsom, and there's a lot going on locally. So they have a Halloween competition, and then they'll have an Easter egg hunt, and they'll have an advent calendar thing at Christmas, and the best decorated house at Christmas, and all that sort of thing. And they ask me for donations for that. So I will only ever donate a voucher. And I will donate a voucher that they have to come to my house to discover my cake shed to spend it, because I see this while it's a charitable donation, also promotion for my business within my local area. So I make it work for me as well as it being a charitable donation. So I always do vouchers. Some vouchers I never see again. Never ever see again. But I never give product out. I never give actual product out. I only give vouchers.
That's a good idea.
Because then they come to me, they find where I am. Say it's promotion. So
yeah.
That's my 2 boundaries on charitable donations. Anything other than that, if I get a charity asking me for a donation that none of them have ever bought from me, no. No. Why would I do that? I'm a small business. I'm looking after myself as much as you are.
Yeah.
Times are tough, mate. I'm sorry.
They are. Price of petrol.
Price of bloody petrol. Jesus. I've been travelling to Oxford. I usually put 25 quid in my tank once a month. In a minute, 25 quid a week going over to see my brother in hospital.
Yeah. Well, I just filled my tank up and it was £100.73. I think. No, it was 112. I think it was £112.73. And yeah, because I've been doing the same 30 quid here, 30 quid there.
Yeah.
I thought, no, I'm going to fill it up because it lasts longer.
What I try to do is I try to keep mine topped to the top because obviously, I mean, on today as we speak, apparently there is a ceasefire for 2 weeks, but as the prices have been rising gradually, I sort of think if I keep it topped up to the top, I'm always topping it up with the lowest price.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because it could go up tomorrow. So if I top it up, if I top it up at 165 and it's 175 tomorrow, I'll feel smug about the 165.
Yeah. Well, I'm diesel, and it was £1.90 on a petrol station I went by yesterday.
Yeah, well, I've got diesel. Mine's diesel. Right at the beginning of it, I filled my tank up at 142. The next day, it was at 167 at the same petrol station. That's not profiteering. I don't know what is. Yeah. So I think that's all my boundary. Have you got any other boundaries that you set?
No, I think you've pretty much covered them.
The other thing I would say, just on price, don't haggle. Don't let them haggle.
No.
Don't let them knock you down.
Yeah, when they do their message.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. If it doesn't reach your budget, if you're above their budget, you can offer them a budget-friendly option.
No, I can't even do that.
Okay.
Nah.
You can tell we are cynical, old and cynical with these things.
Yeah. Can't be bothered.
Yeah, your price is your price. No one's going into Marks and Spencer's and asking them to knock down a Collie and the Caterpillar, are they?
No, that's right.
They go to Lidl instead.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that? What, are you eating chocolates?
Yes.
I can hear the rustling of paper.
I've had two. And they're very nice, lint.
I can hear the paper going.
They're like little pops of yummy in my mouth. Sauce.
Right, yes, boundaries, people. But actually, before we were talking before we press record, we were talking about your waffle van, and you were saying how you're very much enjoying not making cakes and making cakes for your van.
Yeah, different flavours and thinking, oh, I can bake this. I'm seeing recipes, taking photos out of books, It's exactly why I got into cake making, is because I like making cakes. Yeah. Not decorating them. Yeah, so, I'm enjoying that. In trying to find things that people will go, oh, I want that, as opposed to meh. Yeah.
I mean, because that's similar to what I obviously do in the shed, but sometimes it really surprises me. I look at something and go, God, that's going to really sell well. They're really nice. Yeah. And you're like, why is no one having that? Yeah. And then
the first week I did my cupcake. My cupcakes went the first week. Yeah. They were just flying. And I've not sold one since.
It's funny, I don't really sell cupcakes. I did cupcakes this week for Easter because I got, the PME £10 box. They did an Easter box. But they did it really late in the day, so it only arrived the Wednesday before Christmas, and they had these big marshmallow Easter things like bunnies and chicks. So I did cupcakes with them on top, and they sold. Cupcakes usually don't sell in my shed at all. At all. So some things I think are really going to sell, and people don't touch them. Yeah. And then other things I think, I'll just bung that out there. Go on.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it?
But it is nice variety.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying baking different stuff.
The architecture of your own business. Yeah.
Oh, seeing as we've finished talking about boundaries, which are very important, set your boundaries. So we haven't talked about Patreon for a while.
We haven't. That's because we haven't been around for a while.
No.
Yes, Patreon. please come over to Patreon. So in a minute we will finish this recording, but we don't. We carry on chatting. And we always do a product of the week, and we always do a top tip, and we carry on with a bit more chat, and that is on the Patreon, the Bigger Slice episode. Come over to
Patreon.
I didn't check this, did I? Let me check. It's because we haven't said it for a while. I've forgotten it. Patreon.com/the Business of Cake Making podcast is where you need to go. And if you go there, you can sign up. It's a mere £5 per month. What did you equate it to the other day?
I can't remember.
You said it was something. It wasn't a cup of coffee. You said it was something else.
Half a box of washing powder. Five bottles of washing up liquid.
For half a box of washing powder, you can listen to our extra waffling
slice. Yeah. Do it. We got top tips. So
we got all the other stuff over there. So that is patreon.com/the Business of Cake Making podcast.
Yes.
Thank you and good night. And I'll put that in the show notes. It always goes into the show notes as well, which will be beneath us.
Down below.
So
don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Business of Cake Making podcast.
Because we are back, and we will try really, really hard not to desert you all again. And I'm sorry. We're sorry for deserting you.
You know,
sometimes life happens.
Yeah.
Life keeps lifing, as they say.
Okay, so it's bye bye bye.